Okay. Yeah, we are discussing about the recording and all we have been discussed so far, and also yesterday I have explained you about the sampler HTTP sampler. Okay, so let me launch my JMeter quickly. Okay, so I am using 5.3 Apache JMeter 5.3 version. Go to the bin folder, and here you can see coffee cup symbol. Double click on that one so that you can launch your JMeter. Yeah, so this is the JMeter 5.3 I am using. Let me open the yesterday script. So go to the open recent. So I already told you, right, how you can open the script which already you have been opened in the JMeter. So go to file. So that will be populated in open recent. Here you can see these many scripts we have been opened earlier. So in the JMeter. So you can click on any one of the script. మీరు ఏది ఓపెన్ చేయాలనుకుంటే సో ఆన్ దట్ స్క్రిప్ట్ యూ కెన్ క్లిక్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ ఓపెన్ ఇట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్ విచ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ ఎస్టర్డే సాంప్లర్ స్క్రిప్ట్. Okay, let me click on that. So that script will be opened in the JMeter. Yeah, so this is the script yesterday we have been discussed and we have been recorded. Okay, so now what I want to explain, so what is this view results tree and all, let me explain about that. So whenever you have recorded your script, okay, so your script it is having the HTTP request. Okay, so yesterday I have been explained the sampler. So sampler is nothing but it is a protocol, so that is the communication mechanism in between the client. The client is nothing but JMeter, in between the client and the server. Okay, so here you can see HTTP request. So your sampler is HTTP sampler. Right click on the thread group, mouse over onto the add. Here you can see sampler, right? So in this samplers, which sampler we have been used here? HTTP sampler, HTTP request we have been used here. Okay, while recording itself, your JMeter it is identified that your protocol is HTTP protocol or HTTP request or HTTP sampler. Okay, so that is automatically it is recognized and it is showing. Okay, see, whenever you have been recorded your script, it is captured all the request in the form of HTTP request. Okay, automatically it can take, you no need to worry about that and all. Okay. So what is this HTTP? What is this action? What is this sampler and all means? So sampler is nothing but an action, I can say. Okay, so why we are adding sampler only to the thread group? Why not to the test plan? Okay, right click on the test plan. You cannot see the sampler over here. Let me show you. Okay, so right click on the test plan. Okay, mouse over onto the add. Here you can see there is no sampler. Thread group we do have config element, listener, timer, pre, post processor, many things you can see, but you cannot see the sampler over here. So why? People don't. Please join on. Okay, so please join on time. So I am telling every day 8 o'clock is our session starting time. So 6 to 7 minutes earlier I am reminding you in WhatsApp group. Okay, so please try to join before 8, at least 1 minute before 8. Okay, so why? Because every time you are joining, right, I have to come back to here Google Meet screen and I need to admit and all. So నేను ఏదో చెప్తా ఉంటాను, దేర్ మైట్ బి అ ఛాన్స్ టు మిస్ దట్ థింగ్ అండ్ ఆల్. మీరు మధ్యలో జాయిన్ అయితే మీకు అర్థం అవ్వదు. ఓకే, సో టు అవాయిడ్ దీస్ అండ్ ఆల్ థింగ్స్ వాట్ యూ నీడ్ టు డూ, జాయిన్ బిఫోర్ 8, అట్లీస్ట్ 1 minute before 8. Okay, or else exactly at 8 also you can join. Okay, that is for your purpose only I am telling. So you are joining at the middle, I am talking something, you cannot get it. ఓకే, ఏదో జాయిన్ అయ్యామంటే జాయిన్ అయ్యాం అలా ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏ స్కూల్ ఆర్ కాలేజ్, రైట్? సో వెన్ ఎవర్ వీ హ్యావ్ బీన్ సెట్ ఇన్ క్లాస్ రూమ్, ఓకే, ఎదర్ ఇట్ మే బీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ ఆర్ అన్ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్, వీ డోంట్ నో. కావాలంటే దాన్ని స్కిప్ చేసేయచ్చు, మనం ఎగ్జామ్ రాయొచ్చు, వీ కెన్ గెట్ 30 marks out of 100. You can pass that subject. But coming to here in our case, that is not possible. Okay, here you need to get a job means at least minimum you need to score at least 70 plus score in the interview, then only you can get the job. Okay, here there is no chance to skip the things and all. You should learn each and everything whatever I am telling here. Okay, so please join on time. Okay, so that is my request from my end. See, still the people are joining. See, 8-6 the time. Okay, how many times I need to tell? I'm not. Okay, leave it. I don't want to. I can admit. So you can join at 8:45 as well. I can admit. But who is the loser here? You only the loser. I am not the loser. Okay, so keep that in your mind and you can join on time. Okay. Yeah, so go to the test plan. You cannot add the sampler to the test plan. Mouse over onto that. Here you can see, you cannot see the sampler over here. Okay, that what it mean? You cannot add the actions to the test plan. Okay, what is action? Again, one more question. Already I have been explained you about the action and all. Action is nothing but, so here you are launching, you are entering flipkart.com and you are going to click on the enter button to launch the Flipkart application. So that is one action. I am going to click on the mobile, so that is one action. Okay, I am going to click on this Poco, so that is one action. So like that, whatever the things you are doing on the browser, so that can be considered as an action. So these actions can be performed by whom? Performed by us. Okay, so we are the user, the users are performing the actions. So therefore, wherever you are configuring the users, okay, so wherever you are configuring the users to that particular element only, you can add the actions and all. See, without having the user, you cannot add the actions to that particular element. So wherever you have the users, wherever you are configuring the user, there only you need to add the samplers. Okay, let me show you. Test plan. In this test plan, you are not configuring the user here. See, there is no user property over here. So that's why you are not able to see the sampler here. See, test plan, right click on it. So mouse over onto that. Here you cannot see the sampler. Okay, some people they will call me. Okay, after this session also, some people they will call by they will right click on the test plan and mouse over onto that. Here they can see no, there is no sampler over here. So like that they will call and they will ask me. Okay, so that's why I am telling here. Okay, see, if you right click on the test plan, you cannot add the sampler. Okay, again I am telling, you cannot add the sampler. Okay, so right click on the test script recorder. Okay, mouse over onto that here. See, you cannot add the sampler to the test script recorder as well. Okay, so right click on the thread group, right click on the thread group. Okay, so right click on the thread group, mouse around to that. See, you can see the sampler. So what it means, sampler is nothing but it is a protocol. You can consider that as a group of actions. So actions where you can configure, so wherever you are configuring the users and all, so to that particular element only you can add the users. Okay, this is the thread group. So where you are configuring your users and all. Go here, right click on the thread group, mouse around to that. Here you can see sampler. So these and all are the actions. Okay, so you can use any one of the protocol and you can configure your action, you can record your action. Okay, so that is how we can add the sampler and all. So keep that in your mind. So sampler always can be added to only thread group. Okay, you cannot add the sampler or you cannot add the request to the test script recorder, or you cannot add the actions to the test plan. Okay, if you want you can check it out. Okay, go to your mission and right click on your test plan, mouse over onto that. Here you can see there is no sampler. Okay, at the same time check out this element as well, test script recorder. Right click on it, mouse over onto that. You cannot see the sampler over here. So what it means, you cannot add the sampler, you cannot add the actions to the thread group. Sorry, test plan or test script recorder. Okay, so right click on the thread group, you can see the sampler. Okay, see, you can add the samplers. Okay, so, yeah, so we have been discussed about the HTTP request as well yesterday. Okay, so what is HTTP request, what and all things will be there in it. Okay, so ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి, ఎలా ఉంటాయి, what and all the properties will be there in the HTTP request. So each and every property we have been discussed yesterday. Okay, so now, okay, so whenever I am executing the script, okay, so whenever I am executing my script, so here I have added this view results tree and I am showing. So what request I am getting, what response I am getting and all. Okay, so let me tell you how you can use this view results tree, what is the use with that. So those and all things I'll explain over here. Okay, see, this is the action, right? Launch is the action. Okay, so whenever you are launching your application, what is the expected response? So there is some expected response for you, right? Okay, so there is some expected response. Yeah, I am launching the Flipkart application. Okay, so I am launching Flipkart application. So there is expectation. Okay, whenever I have clicked on the enter button, I should be landed on the Flipkart application. Okay, so this is how you can verify. Whenever you have clicked on the mobile, you should be landed on mobile page. See, so where you can see the mobiles and all. So on that page you have been landed. Okay, so I'm going to click on Realme C11 2021. See, I have been landed on that particular page. So this is the way how you can verify so whether you are landed on the same page or not. Okay, so how you can verify that in the JMeter. Okay, so manually you are verifying here. So you have launched your Flipkart application. You can see whenever you have been launched the Flipkart application, you can see top offer, grocery, mobile, these many things you can see. Okay, so that is the first action you did. So next second action, I am going to click on the mobile. Okay, so whenever you have been clicked on the mobile, you will be redirected to mobile page. This is the expected one. So ఇప్పుడు చూడండి మొబైల్ మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తుంటే you have been landed on the mobile page. So this is the expectation. So like that we can verify each and every page or each and every action whatever you are doing on the browser level. Okay, how you can do this in JMeter. Okay, that is the next thing. So in the JMeter, so each and every action you have been recorded. So launch, login, log out, everything you can record. Okay, so come to your JMeter. Okay, so here you can see you have recorded the launch, you have recorded the enter the store, click on the fish, angel fish. So everything you have recorded. How I can verify so whether I am getting the proper response or not. Okay, whether I have landed on the exact page or not. How I can verify. Okay, so what it mean, you need to verify what request you are sending to the server and what response you are getting from the server. So these two things you need to verify from your end. Okay, how you can verify? Go to thread group. So right click on the thread group, mouse around to the add. Here you can see listener. At the end you can see listener. So listener is nothing but, so listener is a JMeter element. So using this listener you can verify what request you are sending to the server, what response you are getting, so what type of responses you are getting. So those things and all you can verify so using a listener. Okay, so listener is important. Okay, so whatever I am talking here on the scripting and all, so those and all are very very important. Here you need to listen and after the class you need to practice it. If not you cannot get anything. Okay, so just వినేసి వదిలేస్తాం నాకు జాబ్ రావాలంటే రాదు. Okay, I am telling again and again. You need to practice from your end, then only you can get the job. Okay, how you can add the listener? Right click on the thread group, mouse over onto the add and add the listener here. Okay, so listener you can use, you can see here these many types of listeners are there. Okay, so you can remember any 3 to 4 listeners, that is more than enough. Now I am using view results tree. Okay, so how you can add the view results tree? Just scroll on to view results tree. Okay, come to this view results tree, just click on that one. See, view results tree has been added over here. Okay, so using this view results tree you can see what request you are getting and what response you are getting. So what request you are sending, what response you are getting. So those things you can see see using this view results tree. So just click on the play button. You know how to run the test and all. You just click on this play button. So whatever the play button, triangular in say okay, triangular format it will be there, right? Triangular in shape. You just click on the triangular shape icon. Okay, so that your test it will start. See, you are seeing the things and all. See, launch is executed, enter the store is executed, click on the fish is executed, angel fish is executed. So everything is executed over here. So now I want to see what request I have been sent to the server. Okay, I want to see the details and all. Okay, I want to see the details and all. Okay, so just click on any one of the requests. I have clicked on the enter the store. Okay, so here you can see by default you can see 3 tabs: sample result, request, response data. So like that you can see 3 tabs over here. Okay, so 3 tabs over here. Under the sample result you can see what is the thread name. So thread name means user name. Okay, how many users you are initiating? Many users you can initiate from the JMeter. So for each and every thread or for each and every user, So there should be the username, okay, or thread name. Okay, so how you can verify that? Here you can see thread group. Okay, the name of the user is thread group here. From where that particular user is initiated? From this thread group. So what is the name you have given? Thread group you have given. So therefore you are seeing the same name over here, thread group. And how many number of users you are using? You are using only the single user. So therefore you are seeing one over here. Okay, so one you are seeing here. Okay, so that is the name of the thread. When you have executed that particular request, okay, sample start time. Sample is nothing but request or action. You can consider anything. Okay, so sample start time. When your sample is started, you can see the time. Okay, ఎప్పుడు execute అయింది. How much time it is taken to load that particular request. Okay, how much time it is taken to connect to the server. How much time it is taken to give the response. Okay, how much data it has been total size, okay, of the request. How much data it has been sent to the server. Okay, so header size. So for each and every request there is a supporting header. Okay, let me show you. See, HTTP is the request, right? So this is the request, and bottom to that you can see header manager. For each and every request there will be a header. Okay, I will tell you later what is this header and all. Okay, so for each and every request there will be a header. So what is the header size? How much is the header size? You are sending the body. Okay, what is the body size? How many times you have been executed your request? You can see here sample count equal to 1. Have you received any error? So no, I have not received any error. So that's why you are seeing error count equal to 0. Okay, and in which format you are sending to the you are sending the data? You can see here data type text. What response you are getting? What is the response code for that? 200. I will tell you what is the response code and all. I will tell you after this topic. Okay, so whenever you are getting the 200 status code means yes, you are getting the proper response from the server and all. I will tell you what is the status code for 100, 200, 201, 300, 400, 500. So these many response codes we do have in the performance testing. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, so far we have been discussed about the sample results. This one content type and this and all are the headers. Those you can see in the request body as well. There I will tell you. Okay, so thread name is nothing but, so from where your thread is initiating. Okay, so what is the name of your thread, that you can see over here. So thread group, whatever the name you have given here as a thread group name, so that will be populated over here. Okay, if not believe, so just remove this thread group. Okay, so thread group underscore Madhu I am giving. Okay, so go to view results tree, just click on the play button and see. Okay, okay, so click on the enter the store. Okay, see here, thread group underscore Madhu. Whatever the thread group name you can give, okay, the same name will be populated over here as a thread name. Okay, so from this thread group the user has been initiated, that is the meaning of that name. Eppudu execute ayindi? When you have executed your test. How much time it is taken to load? How much time it is taken to establish the connection? How much time it is taken to give the response to you? What is the total size in bytes? How much data you are sending to the server? What is the header size? Okay, what is the body size? You are sending some body. Okay, you are sending some request to the server. Okay, request is nothing but, so you can consider that in the bytes. Data will be there. So body in size, how much data? How many times you have been executed that particular request here? Okay, is you are getting any error? If yes, you can get the error count as 1. If no, you can get error count as 0. Okay, so data type you can see bin. Okay, response code you are seeing, see, you are seeing 200. Next, after sample result you can see one more tab here, request. Click on that request. Here you can see two tabs you can see, two buttons you can see, request body, request headers. Click on the request body. Okay, so what URL you have been sent to the server, so that URL you can see here. This is the URL you have been sent to the server. And what is the request method? It is get method or post method or put method, delete method, which method? So get method, you can see get method. Okay, I will show you the same thing. See here, request number 71, you can see here, enter the store image, okay, cart.gif 71, at the end you can see 71. So where we have, I think that will be there in the enter the store, 71, here we have, right? So click on that one. Okay, so yeah, so what is the request method over here? Get method, you can see get method. So what is the URL? Okay, so URL you can see petstore.october.com and slash image cart.gif. The same thing you can see here. Okay, so image slash cart.gif. Okay, so this is your path, and this is your server name, petstore.octopuff.com. That is your server name. Let me click on the 71 and see. This is the server name, and this is the path. Okay, and the method name you can see get method. Whatever the information you have given in the HTTP request, the same it is hitting to the server. That's why you are seeing the same URL over here. And the method type also you can see get method. And also I have been explained you, if you are using a get method, so then there is no parameters and all, there is no request body. If you have the request body, under the get data you can see some details over here. Okay, so let me and here there are no, I think there are no post methods and all. Okay, okay, so going forward you will come to know about that. If you have any post method, whatever the data you are sending to the server, so that data will be populated under this, under the data over here. Okay, so next click on the request headers. Whatever the supporting headers you have been sent to the server, so those headers also will be recorded, and those will be showed over here under the request headers. Okay, this is 71 request, right? Go to 71 request here in the script, click on the header manager. See, SEC fetch mode, that is the header. Refer header, SEC fetch site, that is the header. Accept language header, accept encoding header. So these and all are the headers, right? Whatever the headers you are seeing here, you can see the same headers in the view registry as well. See, connection, SEC fetch mode, refer, SEC fetch mode site, accept language, accept encoding, user agent, accept. So these and all things you can see in the header related to that particular action or that particular request. Okay, so whatever the header you are sending from here, the same headers you can see under the request headers over here. Okay, so how you have given the headers and all here? By automatically your JMeter is capturing the headers and all. You are not giving any manual interruptions here. Manual inputs you are not giving here as a header. Okay, so JMeter, it is having the intelligence to capture the headers and all. So therefore, whenever you are recording your JMeter script itself, it is capturing the headers, whatever it is required to execute that particular request. Okay, so those have been recorded and those we are sending to the server. So therefore, whatever the things you are sending to the server, those will be captured by your JMeter and especially your view registry, and it is showing over here. So request headers kinda you can see those details and all over here. Okay, so next click on the response data. Okay, so click on the response data. Here also you can see two tabs. One is the response body and second one is the response headers. You can see. Click on the response body. Okay, this is the GIF format. You can see at the end URL, at the end you can see .gif. Okay, .gif is nothing but so one kind of image. That's why it is showing like image only. So let me go with some other. Okay, so enter the store here. Okay, see, yeah, so now click on the response data, response body, click on, you can see the response body and all here. See, something junk details and all you can see here, something in text format or in HTML format, you can see the response and all. See, by seeing this response and all, you cannot verify so what response you are getting, okay, whether I am getting the proper response or not. You cannot verify it. How you can verify? Okay, here you can see text, a drop down called text here. Just click on the text, you can see regexp tester, boundary extractor, something, many things you can see. Here you can see browser, right? So you just enable this browser. Okay, just click on the browser. So whenever you have been clicked on the browser, you can see the things, okay, so as which you are seeing in the browser. Okay, so whenever you have been clicked on the enter the store in the JPEG store, okay, let me open the pet store quickly. Okay, pet store I have been launched here. After clicking on the enter the store, what you are seeing, where you have landed, you have landed on the page where you can see the sign in, where you can see the search button, where you can see salt water, fresh water, various breeds, these many things. You can see the same thing over here. See, sign in, okay, search field, salt water, fresh water, various breeds, everything you can see. Okay, so this is equal to the response what you are getting in the browser. So therefore what I can say, yes, I have been landed on the exact page. That is how you can confirm. Okay, so better what you can do, you need to go with the browser. So if you are going with text, okay, you cannot verify whether you are getting the proper response or not. That is very difficult process to identify whether you are getting the proper response or not. So therefore instead of this text, so better you can go with just click on the text and you can go with the browser. So whenever you have been clicked on the browser, so you can see the response as like as okay, which you are getting on the browser. Browser మీకు ఏమొస్తుందో the same thing you can see over here. Okay, so you can see over here, see salt water, fresh water, various bits and all you can get over here. Okay, so this is how you can verify what request you are sending to the server, what response you are getting from the server. And also whenever you are receiving the response from the server, you can receive the response headers as well. Okay, some response headers also will be there, some important response headers also will be there. So whatever the response headers your server is giving, so that can be captured by your JMeter and it can show that response headers over here under the response headers tab. Okay, here you are not doing any manual things and all. Okay, so JMeter automatically it can identify, it is having that much of intelligence, okay, to capture the response headers and to capture the request header, to capture your request, to capture your response. So that and all can be taken care by your JMeter only. Okay, so you are getting the response headers and all, so that can be captured by your JMeter and it will display over here, okay, under the response headers. Okay, and you can see, okay, you can see here a search field. So in each and everywhere, so if I click on the request also you can see the search. Okay, if I click on the response headers also you can see the search. Okay, at the same time response headers or request headers, wherever you can see the common properties here, find, case sensitive, regular expression and all. Okay, so what is this, why we need to use, I want to search anything over here, I want to search, okay, whether I need to search is there any like a pet store is there or not, I need to search. Okay, what you need to do, so just enter pet store over here and click on the find. Okay, click on that find, see that pet store is highlighted over here. Are you able to see pet store is highlighted over here? So what it means, so you can search for a text in that particular page. Okay, so like the same way, click on the request headers here also, if you want you can search. I am searching for Madhu, that is not existing here. Let's see what happens. See, it will show in red in color. So what it means, that whatever you are looking for the text is not present in that particular request headers. Data, click on the response body. Okay, here I want to search for something. Okay, don't search by enabling this browser. Okay, so whenever you are searching for a text in the response, okay, go with text and search for anything in here. Okay, so search for anything here. So I am going to search for like enter. Okay, so like or else pet store. Okay, let me go with pet store only. Okay, I have given pet store and I am clicking on the find. See, pet store you are saying, right, that is highlighted over here. Okay, so the same thing let me show you in browser. Okay, so in browser what I am doing, I am entering like pet store here. Okay, pet store, I am clicking on the find. See, it is showing in red in color. So that is not the correct way to verify a text whenever you are verifying in the response body. So always go to text and verify. See, here I am giving salt water. Salt water is already present over here, right? So let me give the salt water here. Salt water. Okay, I have given, right? Just click on the find. See, it is showing in red in color. Okay, so it is showing in red in color. Go to response body. It is showing in red in color. See. Okay, so ఎందుకు చూపించట్లేదు? ఆల్రెడీ the salt water is there, right? Why it is not showing and all? It do not show whenever you are searching for the text in the browser. Okay, go with text and search for the same text. Okay, so here I can go with salt water. Okay, salt water spelling is correct. Click on the find. Okay, see, salt water, you are able to see salt water. Okay, so that is how I am telling. Okay, so whenever you are searching for any particular text, whether it is present in the page or not. Okay, so page ante idi page, right? So in this page, whether we are searching for the salt water, if the salt water is present in that particular page, yes, we can say that we are getting the proper response. Okay, నాకు ఇలా ఇక్కడ కరెక్ట్గా రెస్పాన్స్ వస్తుందని నేను ఎలా చెప్తాను? whenever I have been clicked on the enter the store, I should be, okay, after clicking on the enter the store, I should be landed on the page where I can see fish, dog, cat, reptile. So these many things I can see, right? So here I am taking one word, salt water, I am taking one fish type. Okay, whenever I have seen this salt water on the page, I can say that yes, I have been landed on the expected page. So that is how I have taken, and I am verifying whether I am getting the proper response or not. Okay, see, salt water we have. Okay, alage you can see here various breeds, exotic varieties, you can see exotic varieties. So those stuff and all you can verify, that will be there in the response body in the text format. Okay, in the text format everything will be there. So you need to search in the text format only, not in the browser. So in the browser visually we can see. Okay, మనం విజువల్గా ఆ పేజ్ మనకి ఎలా వస్తుంది అనేది మనం చూడొచ్చు by enabling the browser and all. Okay, so why I am telling like browser you can enable and all. Okay, so text ni verify cheyadam, search cheyadam, so that will take time consuming process to verify. If you enable this browser now, so easily you can identify whether you have been landed on the expected page or not. Okay, you can validate it. So that is how you can validate the things and all. Okay, and yeah, so far we have been discussed about remaining options and all. I will tell you whenever the requirement comes. Okay, so whenever the requirement comes at the time, I will tell you what is this regi exp tester, what is this boundary extractor, export tester. So this and all I will tell you. Okay, so you no need to worry. So whatever I am telling here, you just practice those. So those are more than enough. Okay, so now from the beginning, so let me come from the top. Here you can see view results tree. Okay, name you can see here view results tree. If you want to rename this view results tree, yes, you can rename it, but I do not encourage to rename this view results tree. So you can leave it like that only, so no problem. Okay, so comments. Okay, if you want to give any meaningful thing as a comment, you can give over there, or else you can ignore it. Okay, you can ignore, that is not a mandatory parameter. See, write results to a file, this is important for us. Okay, so write results to a file or read from a file, this is important. Why I need to use this option, write results to a file and all. Okay, see, I have executed my test over here, right? So I have executed my test. I want to load this data, whatever I have been executed, request, response and all, I need to save into a file. Okay, I need to save these logs and all. How I can save? Here by giving the name only, I can save my logs and all. Okay, so you can give any name. So you can click on the browse. Okay, I want to save my logs and all in Feb batch, in February batch. So just I am giving a name called like pet store. I am giving like, so pet store. Okay, .jtl I should give. Okay, so whenever I am saving my logs and all, so I can give in either in JTL format or in CSV format you can give. Okay, so CSV format you can give or JTL format you can give, but the best approach is always you can go with JTL format. So what is JTL means? JMeter text log. Okay, JMeter text log, remind that one. Okay, again I am telling, remember that one. Okay, so JMeter text log. What is JMX? Java Management Extensions. The people, they will ask you what is the abbreviation of JMX, what is the abbreviation of JTL, what is the full form of JTL, like that they will ask you in the interview. Okay, so you should be in a position to tell the abbreviations and the full form as well. Okay, JTL is nothing but JMeter text log. Okay, JMX is Java Management Extensions. What is JMX? So JMX is the script extension. You can see here on left side top corner you can see sampler script.jmx. Whatever the script you are preparing, so that script will be saved as an extension .jmx. Okay, Java Management Extensions. Okay, in the interview the people they will ask you what is the extension of script JMeter script .jmx. Okay, what is .jmx? Java Management Extensions. Okay, how you are saving your JTL file, how you are saving your results. I am saving my results are logs in .jtl as an extension. .jtl, what is full form of .jtl? Okay, JMeter text log. Okay, so I have given petstore.jtl. Just click on that open. See, it will throw an error. So what it means, that particular file is not existing. Okay, so that file is not existing now. Okay, whenever you have been executed your test, then only the logs will be loaded in this particular file. So now already I have executed my script, so therefore I cannot load this data into this file. Okay, let me clear the data. Okay, so let me show you whether that file is existing over there or not. So in E drive, okay, February batch we are talking about. Okay, here you cannot see .jtl file, you can see .jmx, .jmx, .jmx only. Okay, here we do not have any JTL files. Okay, so now whenever I have been executed my script, okay, here I have given the file name. First file name ELE, then only you can click on the play button. So now the test is executing and the files will be loaded in JTL. Okay, you just go there and you can verify. See, petstore.jtl. So this is how you can load your log files to the JTL file. Okay, ilaga మీరు సేవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. So this is very important for us. By using this JTL only we can generate the HTML report and all. Going forward we will come to know how you can generate the HTML report and all. Okay, so just remember this one, that's all. How you can export your logs and all to the JTL file. This is the way how you can export your logs to the JTL file. Okay, so ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తాను, కొంతమంది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసేస్తారు, దెన్ దే విల్ ట్రై టు లోడ్ దిస్ డేటా టు ద ఫైల్. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ వర్కౌట్. Okay, so prior to your execution you need to give the file name. Okay, you need to give the file name and then only you need to click on the play button. See, already that particular file is existing in my location. Okay, petstore.jtl, already it is existing, so that's why it is showing like. So what I need to do, already that particular file is already existing over here. You are using the same file again to load the data. So what I need to do, here you have three options. One is append to existing file. So దాన్నే మళ్ళీ యూజ్ చేయని. సో డోంట్ స్టార్ట్ అంటే డోంట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ద ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్. ఓకే, ఓవర్ రైటింగ్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్. సో ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నదాన్ని తీసేసి కొత్తగా మళ్ళీ రాసేయని అర్థం. ఓకే, సో డోంట్ డూ దిస్. సో సింప్లీ వాట్ యూ కెన్ డూ, గో టు హియర్ .jtl file, rename to this file. Okay, I am giving _1 I have given. So now click on the play button. Now see, the test is going started. The test is started over here. Okay, so this is how you can give your name and all. See, petstore_1.jtl. Okay, so this is how you can save your logs. Okay, so now clear the data. Okay, now there is no data and all, right? Here you can see there is no data and all. Okay, now I want to open the execution files. How you can open, ఇంతకుముందు మీరు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేశారు కదా, అవన్నీ నేను ఓపెన్ చేయాలి. జస్ట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద బ్రౌజ్. ఓకే, సెలెక్ట్ దిస్ petstore.jtl, click on the open. You can see. Okay, so these are all things you can see, right? So click on the sample result. Okay, you can see minimum things only, you cannot see maximum and all. What request you are sending and all, you cannot see completely. So what response you are getting and all, you cannot see completely. You can ignore it. Okay, whenever you are generating the HTML report, so this will be useful for us. Okay, JTL file is useful for us, so therefore we are generating our logs. Okay, whatever you are generating the logs, you are saving that logs in .jtl as an extension. Okay, మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ యువర్ టెస్ట్ యూ షుడ్ గివ్ ద ఫైల్ నేమ్. ఓకే, టెస్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఫైల్ నేమ్ ఇస్తే యూ కెనాట్ ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ ద డేటా ఇన్ టు ద JTL file. Okay, and let me delete this. Next, here you can see log/display only. I want to display only errors. At the time what you can do, you can click on this errors checkbox. Okay, so let me show you. Just click. I have clicked on the play button. Now the test is going. You can see 2 3 4. Okay, so the test is stopped now. Okay, let me show you again. Let me click on the play button. See 1 2 3, the test is going. Okay, the test is stopped now. You are not seeing any logs over here. You are not seeing anything. Why? You have been enabled only errors over here. So therefore you are not getting any error. So you are not seeing any logs are here. మీరు చూడట్లేదు. Let me remove these errors and let me go with success. Click on the play button. Now you can see so whatever the transactions you are passing, okay, got succeed, then those things you can see here. Okay, say success. Okay, so clear the data and run again. Okay, see, if you uncheck this errors and success rendu check cheyakapothe, you can get both error and success, both you can get. If you check this errors, particularly errors only you can get. Let me show you. Okay, so let me add okay, let me add test plan, right click. Okay, add one thread group. Okay, so add one thread group, add one dummy request. I'm adding one dummy request to show you so whether I'm getting the proper responses. Okay, so add the view results tree. Okay, so listener view results tree. Okay, so I'm going with the errors. I'm checking these errors. Okay, now you can see only errors will be present over here. See, you cannot see the success and all. If you check these errors, okay, you can get only success message. If you check this success, you can get only success things. Okay, see, okay, success రావట్లేదు. ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు? Here whatever the request you have been added, those two are failing. So that's why you are not seeing the successful responses. See, click on the play button. See, those two are failing. Okay, so that is how you can use your what. Okay, so these check boxes. Okay, సో మీరు ఎర్రర్ చెక్ చేస్తే మీరు ఎర్రర్ చూడొచ్చు, సక్సెస్ చెక్ చేస్తే సక్సెస్ చూడొచ్చు. రెండు తీసేస్తే ఓకే, రెండింటిని మీరు చూడొచ్చు. ఓకే, just click on the play button. See, you are able to see those things and all. Okay, so that is how you can use your file name, browse this errors and success and all. Coming to search field, same thing, whatever you have been seen here, right? Search, find, case sensitive, the same thing you can see here. I want to search for launch. Okay, whether that particular launch is there or not. So what you can do, enter the text launch over here and just click on the search. See, so launch is highlighted. Few requests have been highlighted. Why? Because so ekkadaithe meeku red color lo highlight ayindho, wherever the box is highlighted in red in color, so there you can see that particular name is present over there. Launch. Okay, so how you can reset? Ikkada boxes ఉన్నాయి, boxes చూపించకూడదు. ఓకే, ఆ బాక్సెస్ నాకు వద్దు. వాట్ యూ కెన్ డూ, సింప్లీ యూ కెన్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద రీసెట్. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద రీసెట్, సీ ఆల్ ద బాక్సెస్ క్లియర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్. ఓకే, క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద search, the boxes are present over here. Click on the reset, the boxes will be cleared from here. Okay, so case sensitive, when I can use the case sensitive, whatever the name you have given, exactly that should match. Okay, see, now you are not getting any search results and all. Why? I have used capital L here. Okay, here in the launch, here you have the launch. Okay, so but in the launch you can see there is small l. Okay, but I have given capital L over here, so that's why it is not showing the searches. Launch and present అయినా కూడా మీకు కనిపించట్లేదు. ఎందుకు? I have given capital L over here, so instead of this I am giving small l. Now see, you are able to see. This is how you can use the search technique and reset as well. You forget about this regular expression. In coming sessions I will tell you about the regular expression, then you will come to know about the regular expression and all. Okay, so this is about view results tree, why we need to use view results tree, what and all things will be there in it. So what and all things we can do using view results tree. Okay, so now let me go with one more the listener. So summary report. So why we need to use this summary report? Here you can see summary report. Why we need to use this summary report? Okay, see, I want to know each and every request how many times it has been executed. So launch, you can see, I want to see how many times this particular launch has been executed. I want to know enter the store how many times it has been executed. Click on the fish, how many times it has been executed. Angelfish, how many times it has been executed. Okay, so I want to see. So let me go with 10 users. Okay, let me go with 5 users. Okay, I'm going with 5 users now. Okay, I want to verify. So how many times that particular request has been executed. Okay, so let me go with specified thread lifetime 10 seconds. 30 seconds I am going with. Okay, so 30 seconds I am running my test and I am going with number of users 5. Okay, now I want to know, so each and every request how many times it has been executed. Click on the play button. Okay, see now the test is going. Now I want to verify how many times each and every request has been executed. Launch, how many times it has been executed. Okay, enter the store, how many times it has been executed. Click on the fish, how many times executed. Angelfish, how many times executed. How I can come to know? నాకు ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది? ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి వెతుక్కోవాలా? సో ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి కౌంట్ చేయాలనా? ఓకే, లాంచ్ ఎన్నిసార్లు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయింది, లాగిన్ ఎన్నిసార్లు అయింది, లాంచ్ ఓకే, ఎంటర్ ద స్టోర్ ఎన్నిసార్లు అయింది. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ హౌ వీ కెన్ వెరిఫై. నో, దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద కరెక్ట్ వే. సి ద టెస్ట్ ఈస్ స్టాప్ నౌ. ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఫిష్ 1 టైమ్. ఓకే, ఎక్కడ ఉంది క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఫిష్, క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఫిష్, క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఫిష్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఉంది క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఫిష్ 2 టైమ్స్, క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఫిష్ 3rd టైమ్. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద కరెక్ట్ వే టు కౌంట్. Okay, so then in order to remove this manual things and all, okay, the JMeter, it is given one the beautiful element called listener. In the listener we do have the summary report. Add the summary report and click on the play button. Okay, here you can see number of samples. See each and every request how many times it is executing, that count you can see over here under the samples. Okay, this is the request name, search you can see. Okay, so launch, you can see launch, enter the store. Okay, click on the fish, angelfish, you can see each and every API, each and every request how many times it is executing, so that count you can see. And also you can see how much time it is taking to respond. Okay, what is the response time for each and every request, you can see average response time, minimum response time, maximum response time. So you know what is response time, right? So how much time your server it is taking to process your response, so that is called response time. Okay, I am clicking on the fish, how much time it is taking you to the fish page. Okay, where you can see the products and all. సో ఎంత టైం తీసుకునింది దాన్ని మనం రెస్పాన్స్ టైం అంటాం. ఓకే, సో రెస్పాన్స్ టైం ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ యువర్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ టేకెన్ టు రెస్పాండ్, ఐ మీన్ టు సర్వ్ ద రెస్పాన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్. Okay, so that is called the response time. Okay, so here you can see for each and every request how much time it is taken to respond. So those things and all you can see average response time, minimum response time, maximum response time, standard deviation, error percentage. If you are getting any error and all, how much is the error percentage, you can see the error percentage. Throughput, you can see throughput is nothing but how many transactions are happening per second, or how many transactions are executing per second, you can call as throughput. You can see 40.7 per second. So what it mean, 40.7 per second. See ikkadne meer deenni chuse meeru you can tell the definition and all, you can define your definition. Okay, number 40.7 is nothing but it is a number. Okay, so how many transactions are happening per second, second ki enni transactions avutunnayi, so that is called the throughput. Okay, very very important definition in the interview, the people they will ask. Okay, what is throughput? Okay, throughput is nothing but how many transactions are happening or how many transactions are executing, okay, per second. So we will consider as a throughput. Okay, here you can see how much data you are receiving, how much data you are sending, what is the average data. So those things and all you can see over here. This is also summary report, very very important for us. Okay, using the summary report what you can see each and every request how many times that particular request has been executed during the run. మీరు టెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎన్నిసార్లు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద యావరేజ్ రెస్పాన్స్ టైం ఫర్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ రిక్వెస్ట్, యూ కెన్ సీ లాంచ్ 9:28 ఈస్ ద యావరేజ్ రెస్పాన్స్ టైం. ఓకే, సో క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద ఫిష్, సో 2:23 is the average response time, minimum response time is 213 milliseconds. Whatever the response times we are talking about here in the JMeter, so that is in milliseconds only. Okay, average response time in milliseconds, minimum response time in milliseconds, maximum milliseconds, standard deviation time in milliseconds, right? So that should be okay, you should be remember that one in the interview, the people they will ask you in the JMeter. Okay, what is the measurement for the response times? Okay, seconds or milliseconds under kondaru minutes అని చెప్తారు. So okay, so kabatti you should be thorough with this. Okay, always whatever you are getting the response times, Okay, so in the J meter, so that should be the milliseconds, not in seconds or not in minutes or not in hours. Okay, keep that in your mind. Average response time you can see, minimum, maximum, standard deviation, error, throughput, everything you can see over here. In the interview, the people they will ask you what and all components we can see in the summary report. Summary report లో మీకు ఏమేమి చూస్తారు మీరు. So you can select in the summary report we can see the label, that means what request we have been executed. So how many times that particular request has been executed, what is the average response time for each and every request, what is the minimum response time for each and every request, what is the maximum time, what is the standard deviation, what is the error percentage, what is the throughput, received data, sent data, average bytes. So these many components we do have in the summary report. So like that you need to tell. Okay, imagine. ఓకే, సో మీరు ఎన్నిసార్లు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే మీకు ఇవన్నీ గుర్తుంటాయి. సో ఇమాజిన్. ఓకే, ఒకసారి చూసి ఏముంది సమ్మరీ రిపోర్ట్ చెప్పాడు, అది ఉంటుంది ఇది ఉంటుంది అని చెప్పాడు అంతే అన్నాడు. రేపు పొద్దున వెన్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ ద ఇంటర్వ్యూ, ద పీపుల్ దే విల్ టెస్ట్ యూ. ఓకే, వెదర్ యు ఆర్ ద ఫుల్ టైమ్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఆర్ నాట్, వెదర్ యు ఆర్ genuine employee or not. If you are a genuine employee, if you have been worked on 4 years on this tool, you can remember each and every parameter, each and every component which is present on the tool and all. Okay, so almost you can remember at least 80%, right? So 100% లేకపోయినా 80% అయినా మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారు. Okay, so that's why the people they will test you by asking such kind of components and all. Okay, in the view results tree, what and all components you can see, in summary report what and all components you can see, like that the people they will ask you in the interview. Okay, so you need to remember this label, samplers, average, minimum, maximum, standard deviation, error, throughput. So these are all things you need to remember. Okay, so anyhow this name you can rename it if you want, or else you can ignore it. In the real time we cannot rename this summary report and all, we do not. Okay, we don't that. Comments you can ignore it, not a problem. And here write results to a file, same option I have been explaining in the view results tree as well. Okay, you can export this view results tree or you can export this summary report, anything is fine. Okay, you can use any one of the report, and using that report you can generate the HTML report. See, I am clearing the data. Okay, so clearing the data, ఇంతకు ముందు నేను JTL file మనం యూజ్ చేసాం కదా, I am using the JTL file now and I am clicking on the open. See, I am getting the data and all. See, I have executed with one user, so therefore each and every request is executed for one time. You can see 11111. Okay, so if you exported the data, any data like view registry or summary report, so using that JTL file, what you can do, you can generate HTML report. Okay, so going forward I'll explain you how you can generate the HTML report and all. Okay, so you can ignore it now. Okay, so let me add one more one more listener. Okay, aggregate report, summary report, aggregate report are both look similar. Okay, so let me show you. Let me remove this, clear the data and run your test now. Okay, summary report, aggregate report, you can see in the aggregate report also you can see the label, sample, average, median, 90, 95, 99, minimum, maximum, those and all you can see. In the summary report also you can see label, sampler, okay, average, minimum, maximum and all. But the difference between aggregate report and summary report is, here in the aggregate report you can see 90% response time, 95, 99. So these three you cannot see in the summary report. Okay, you cannot see in the summary report. See, standard deviation you can see in the summary report, so that standard deviation you cannot see in the aggregate report. Okay, almost the summary report, aggregate report, those two are same. Okay, there is no much differences and all. See how many total samplers you got here, 1225. The same thing you can see here, 1225. What is the average response time? 240. Here you can see 240. The same thing you can see here, 240. Okay, whatever the statistics you are getting here in the summary report, you can get the same statistics in the aggregate report as well. But few components it will be there in the summary report, few components it will be there in the aggregate report. Okay, in the aggregate report you can see 90% response time, 95, 99. So those three you cannot see in the summary report. See, there is no 90, 95, 99% response time. Okay, so here we have the standard deviation in the summary report, that is not there in the aggregate report over here. See, in the aggregate report you cannot see the standard deviation. Okay, that is the difference between the summary report and aggregate report. Okay, the people they will ask you in the interview, what is the difference between the summary report and aggregate report, or else simply they will ask you, So which listener you are using in your test, okay, in your JMeter. So whether summary report or aggregate report. So why you are using that summary report, like that they will ask you. Or else what is the difference between the aggregate report and summary report, like that they will ask you in the interview. Okay. So you need to explain the difference between the summary report and aggregate report, and also you are in a position to explain what and all components will be there in each and every element. In the view results tree, what and all components will be there. In the summary report, what and all components will be there. In the aggregate report also, what and all components will be there. So those things and all you should be remember, and you should be in a position to explain those in interview. And coming to 90 percentile, 95, 99 and all, so going forward I will explain, not now. If I explain those things and all, you might be confused and you cannot receive that information from me. నా దగ్గర నుంచి మీరు రిసీవ్ చేసుకోలేరు. సో మీ కన్ఫ్యూజన్లో ఉంటారు. సో ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దట్ నౌ. సో గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్, వెన్ ఎవర్ ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ అబౌట్ ద HTML report, okay, here I'll explain you, okay, how you can calculate the 90 percentile response time, how you can calculate the 95th percentile response time manually, and what is the 90 percentile response time definition. So these things and all I'll explain over there. Okay, yeah. So coming to the remaining things and all, listener, backend listener. Okay, this is not much important. Whenever we want to export our data, like we want to replicate our data in the Grafana and all, so I don't want to explain now. So you might be confused. Okay, real time we do not use much this backend listener and all. Okay, you can ignore it. Okay, so aggregate graph. See, aggregate graph, you can see many graphs and all here. Graph results, aggregate graph. Okay, graph results, aggregate graphs and all you can see. But real time we do not use those graphs. Because whenever you have been generated your summary report, your what we call HTML report, in the HTML report we can see the graphs and all. Okay, so whenever you have added your graphs and all here in the script, so it will consume lot of memory, it will consume lot of CPU utilization. So because of that you cannot meet your SLA. So let me show you how you can get the things and all. I am executing the test now. Okay, so aggregate report, aggregate graph. Yeah, let me click on the graph. You can see the graphs and all. Okay, see, so which request you have been executed, how many times that particular request has been executed. So those things and all you can see in the graph format. In the graphs also you can see. Okay, so you can see in the graphs. If you wanna change the colors and all, you can change the colors by clicking on the settings. Okay, you can change the settings and all. So actually we do not use these graphs and all in the real time. Why? Because it will consume lot of memory and it will consume lot of CPU utilization as well. So there might be impact on the application performance. So therefore in real time we do not using these graphs and all. See, you can see the graphs and all. By seeing these graphs, what you can understand, you cannot understand anything by seeing these graphs and all. It is little bit difficult to understand by seeing these graphs and all. So these and all are not like that much user friendly graphs and all. So therefore you can generate the user friendly graphs in the HTML report, and there you can verify. So therefore the people, they are not using these graphs and all. Okay, so which is coming in listeners lo వచ్చే వాటిని మనం వాడము. Okay, so view results tree in table. So this is also similar to view results tree. Let me click on the play button and let me show you. See what and all you are getting here. Sample. Okay, sample ఎన్నిసార్లు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయింది, at what time it is executed, what is the thread name, what is the label name is nothing but request name, how much time it is taken to execute, whether it is status is passed or failed. If it is status passed, you can see green in color. If it is failed, you can see red in color. How much data has been sent to the how much data okay, bytes the request it is having, how much data it has been sent to the server, what is the response time it is getting, how much time it is taken to establish the connection. You can ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కడో చూసినట్లు ఉంటుంది, right? So in the view results tree we have seen here. Click on the summary result. Okay, so click on the summary report. See here you can see, right, what is the thread name, when that particular sample is executed, what is the load time, what is the connection time, what is the latency, size in bytes, header size, body size. So these are all things you are seeing, right? The same thing information, same view results tree, view results. Okay, view results in table, both are same, but here in the tabular format you can see those stuff and all. Okay, but in the real time we do not use this. Okay, don't use this many listeners. Okay, use any one or two listeners, that is fine. Okay, so don't use many listeners. I do not recommend to use this many listeners and all. Okay, I do not recommend. So either view results tree or summary report, or view results tree or aggregate report. So those two are enough. Don't use multiple assertions, multiple listeners and all. Okay, if you added the multiple listeners, what happened? No, same story. So your utilization, it will increase. Okay, your response times, it will increase. If your response times are increasing, you cannot meet your SLA. Okay, you cannot meet your SLA. So therefore SLA ante service level agreement requirements ni manam meet అవ్వలేం. You cannot meet your requirements. So therefore better. Okay, so you have been enabled, you have been used only to listeners only. Okay, either view results or summary report, or you can use only summary report, that is more than enough. Okay, use any one listener, or you can use two listeners. Don't add more than two listeners in your script. Okay, so there might be an impact on your script. In the interview, the people, they will ask you how many listeners you are adding to your script. Okay, so they will ask you in the interview as well. Okay, keep that in your mind, and according to that you can practice from your end. Okay, so yeah, so remaining listeners and all not required, you can ignore it. So in real time also we do not use. So maximum we can use view results tree, summary report, aggregate report, and view results tree in table. So these things only we can use. Remaining and all, the graphs and all, summary report, so assertion results, those and all are we cannot use in the real time. Okay, so JMeet is the tool. Okay, the service provider, they are providing many options, but we do not use that many options in real time. Okay, see, in our mobile we do have the many options, we are not using all the options, right? Whatever we feel that is important, that option only we will go through and we will learn and we will use the same thing only. Like the similar way, this is the JMeet, it is an application. Okay, so whatever we feel that this is important for us, this is for the performance testing people, they can use this. So that option only we can go through and we can learn that option. Okay, so and also in order to actually fight with the competitors. Okay, so many people, they are preparing many applications, many performance testing tools. కాంపిటీషన్లో మనం నిలబడాలంటే, సో ఎవ్రీ డే, ఓకే, ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ బిల్డ్ దే ఆర్ ఇంప్లిమెంటింగ్ ఫ్యూచర్స్ అండ్ ఆల్. ఓకే, సో ఆ ఫ్యూచర్స్ అన్నీ ఇక్కడ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, సో వాడు ఫ్యూచర్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేశాడు, మనం వాడాలి అని ఎక్కడా రూల్ లేదు. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్ఫుల్ ఫర్ అస్ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్, ఇఫ్ నాట్ వీ కెన్ నాట్ యూజ్. Okay, what I am trying to tell is here. Okay, so whatever I am saying, this is important, concentrate on those only. Okay, you forget about the remaining thing and all, ఇవన్నీ చెప్పలేదు, that is not required to you. I'll tell these many things and all, but you cannot remember. Okay, you cannot remember. Why? Because so you are new to this JMeter, you are new to the performance testing. If I inject the total load, okay, if I inject the total information to you, you cannot receive. Okay, so first know the things which are more important, and you can practice and you can get the job definitely. Okay, so after getting the job, okay, definitely you can concentrate on the remaining thing if you want, or else you can ignore it, no problem. Why? Because I am having almost 7+ years of experience. In my experience, I have not used this many things and all. Whatever I have been used so far, whatever I have feel that yeah, this is important, so those things and all I am explaining over here. Okay, so keep that point in your mind and explore according to that. Okay, yeah, I am stopping here for the day. So any doubts from your end, you can ask me now. So meanwhile, let me stop the recording.